going on, everybody? It's another episode of D&D. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Today is about should the Lions trade for Chase Young. As we all know, Chase Young came from that 2020 draft where it was pretty hard, but at the same time, it was COVID time. So we really can't complain about it just because COVID time. Even Roger Goodell was announcing the draft from his basement. So it was just more like, it's just a bad year for everybody. So let's just chuck it up to that. And even a lot of players in the NFL didn't play because COVID is just a really bad thing that went around. And a lot of people end up losing their lives. So just remember them people, and let's just chuck them years up as bad. Hopefully, we never have to deal with that type of stuff again. But it's really about should the Lions end up trading for him. My answer is yes, because in my personal opinion, he's a can't miss talent. Has he been playing with injuries over the past couple of years? Yes. But at the same time, think about how this worked out. The Lions took a chance on Jeff Okuda. Yes, they just traded him, but he was played through injuries as well. And they kept him on because they potential wise, we feel as though he can be a shutdown corner. Granted, a lot of stuff happened when he ended up getting injured and just got played with it. But they kept taking that chance to have like that leap of faith. But they just felt like they got to cut their losses now and trade him to Atlanta and get something for him. But what they ended up getting wasn't actually bad. But do I think Jeff Okuda can be a good player? Yes, I do. I just think that he has to just maintain being healthy, and I definitely think that he can be a shutdown corner in the league. So that's definitely going to be something I'm going to miss. But Chase Young on the opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson, I think that's just going to be good. Only issue that I have with it is like how much would the Washington football team want for him? Because if you're asking for a first round pick for a player that you not even keeping around, you didn't pick up his 5th year option. So 9 out of 10, he's only going to be a year rental before he hits free agency. I'm not giving you a first round pick for that, but I'll give you a third, late third, a early fourth, or things, something like that. Somewhere in fall in that range. But to give you a first round pick for, yes, potential wise, he can be good, but also a player who has spent 2 seasons on the sideline because he's been playing with injuries, I'm not trusting him. I want to see you in action first. I want to make sure that you're good and that you're not, just playing through injuries. Stafford did it for years. But at the same time, not a lot of people are Stafford. Stafford is only one person. So I don't think that that's something that people can keep doing, continue to do, is play up through injuries throughout the NFL. I don't think it's possible. Also, the one reason why I say that y'all should probably do it now before the season starts is because you should get him in and not only see that the injuries is not plaguing him, but also make sure that he matches with the team. Because you can go out and just draft a whole bunch of players and just throw them together and just like throw pieces to a puzzle, just keep throwing, keep throwing, keep throwing, keep throwing. But it's all a matter of if they match. Because it don't mean nothing. You get all these players that just like, okay, he looked like he aligns with him, and he looked like he aligns with him, and this fit perfectly, but it doesn't mean anything because it takes a while for chemistry to build up. Nobody ever comes to the league and be like, we're good. No, it's not how that works. It all takes time. That's why you're gonna get him now. Do OTAs, let him play it out and see how everything works and see if he's gonna be that person that's gonna come in and then just take over. Like I said, you put him on the side of Aiden Hutchinson to go after the quarterback. You finally have a defense that's going to do something. Last year, the Lions were 28th in the league in defense. Now, let's think about this for a second. 28th in the league. That's high. That's horrible. Like, it's 32 teams in the NFL, everybody. The Lions were 28th in defense. If anybody even seen Bleacher Report, everybody was going fire Aaron Glenn, fire Aaron Glenn, fire Aaron Glenn, fire Aaron Glenn. Like, you keep talking about fire Aaron Glenn, but at the same time, give him talent. That's the one thing. Everybody's like, oh, well, this person's not quality. He's not good. He's not good. But you also have to give a person talent, give them time to mash these players together and see what it fits. That's the one reason why I love this coaching staff. This coaching staff doesn't say, here, we're going to throw you in. You got to fit what we want. No, this player is going to come in. This player specializes at this. So we're going to keep this player doing what he specializes as. Not no, you're gonna come in and we think that you should switch and you're gonna fit what we want. No, you're gonna come in. I'm gonna pull the best out of you. That's the reason I love this coaching staff. This coaching staff has shown multiple times that they can get the players that can just continue to move forward and continue to move. And I love everything about it. That's why I think that the Lions could definitely make the NFC now. Aaron Rodgers left Green Bay Packers. So the Green Bay Packers are about to take a dive. Chicago Bears. Chicago's still in the rebuild, even with Justin Fields. I don't think they're going to do any good. The only person you have to worry about is Minnesota Vikings, which the Lions would have beat them twice last year if it wasn't for that play that went over his head. But at the same time, you have the talent to beat Minnesota. So you have no excuses to make the NFC North championship and finally win the NFC. I'm 32 years old and they ain't never won the NFC. Like that's gonna be an accomplishment all on its own, and I'm just waiting for that day to come. So, like I said, I really think that the Lions should go ahead and go get Chase Young. You don't have to give up much for him, and they want that much for him. Then just wait till next year and get him in free agency, because the Washington football team is not going to franchise tag him. There's no point. That's stupid. You're gonna waste the tag. All you gotta do is like give him a year. This is your proven year. This is your year to see if you work that real contract, or they're gonna give you another proven year this year. This is your time. This is your time to shine. And I think that coming to the Lions, putting them on that defensive line, they're gonna go crazy and set records. I definitely think that. Aiden Hutchinson, Justin Houston, will go the core brothers. You have a lot of people that's gonna match, even with the depth. That's why I said from my last video, that depth is gonna go crazy, and that's definitely something that I'm looking forward to. So give it up, and then just look at this. 32 tackles, 12 assists, 7.5 sacks, and 3 fumble recoveries in 15 games in his rookie season. And he was Defensive Player of the Year during his rookie season. Now, let's think about this for a second. Defensive Rookie of the Year, setting numbers like that. Come on, like that's numbers that can definitely improve a team. That make you better than the 28th ranked defense in the NFL. That's why I say everybody needs to stop saying no, you don't need no trade for him. Get him, but don't trade a first. Anything between a first and a third round pick for him, you crazy to do.
Huh?
But if you end up getting him for like a fourth or fifth rounder, it's a steal. Brad Holmes has already shown that he can spot and he can play this type of game. Like he's shown that he's a guru when it comes to drafting, when it comes to off season, when it comes to free agency. So Brad Holmes we trust every time. And I'm just really looking forward to it, man. This upcoming season, I've been waiting for it. September, just like sitting here, just like, oh my God, please come on, come on, come on. Because I just know that the Lions are going to do something this year. But I also, like I said, and I'm going to keep saying it, having Chase Young on that defense will make it even better. So y'all just have to tune in, man. And like I said, Detroit Lions, please trade for Chase Young, but don't give up anything more than a fifth round pick for Chase Young. Come to the Lions, man. Come here. Let's go crazy, man. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for all the love and support. I appreciate everybody for everything. And this is another episode of Den of the D, baby. Thank you for tuning in.